Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to Toka Tales, episode 10. So, where we left off in the world of Faerun, because somehow we ended up in a prime material plane.
Piece of shit.
In the search for Whack, you sent, Vaughn sent off a spectral crow messenger to try and find him.
I thought it was a raven.
Raven.
Crow, same thing.
One's fatter than the other.
Well,
Now you're gonna pick on me about my weight.
it's hard to tell the difference when you're looking at a specter. It kind of alters in shape and size every now and then. And you guys were riding the skiff northward towards the tower that looked like it had been cleaved in two. Correct?
Sounds about right.
Sounds about
That's where
right.
we die.
Did I leave anything out?
That's about it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have a pissed off dog in the other room because his master is home and not answering the door. There we go.
No, she should stop.
Yeah. So, the night is pretty easy as the pixie flies through the night towards this place. Morning comes up, sun rises, you all awaken. Okay, you're about, I'd say about 2 to 5 miles away from the tower. Okay, when the crow comes back, or the raven comes back. Comes back, drops a pebble in your hand.
Vaughn's looking at it with a confused snake face.
And then dissipates.
What the heck? Can I inspect the weird pebble that was dropped in my hand?
Yes.
That'd be an investigation, right?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh no.
Or a spell check.
17?
Okay.
Because I have a -1
Which-
out of 17. I rolled an 18, but with my -1 for Arcana.
But you can make a spell check. What's your spell bonus?
The spell bonus, I think, is
Yeah, that's good enough.
number.
No worries. So, you guys are all in the skiff and you're all awake. And you all see this ghost raven drop a pebble in her hand. And this is what you guys all
My
see.
spell check would be not
As
dirty
the
20.
pebble hits her hand and she starts looking at it, her eyes glaze over white and are covered by some type of odd spectral energy.
Okay.
Okay, what you see is standing before you is Whack. Vaughn, nice to see you. Good to know you finally come back. I still stuck here. That fucking Kender lie. He not tell me how to get home. What you doing here?
I'm here on a mission with my crew.
Cool. Me hunting something. Pick me up. Get me out of the fucking place. This world suck.
Where are you? Do you want to come with us to a magical place called Toka?
I'll go anywhere other than here. This place hate goblin.
Where are you?
And creatures are boring. Except for when I hunt now. Always wanted one.
So
I wonder what he's getting.
we're going towards a
Birds say you're northwest of me.
yeah, we see that tower thing, right, that he described
Yeah,
earlier?
we're a mile away from it or so.
I'm gonna describe the tower to Whack, just like,
Oh yeah, that place suck.
so you know this place.
Oh yeah, spiders not friendly.
Okay.
Not trained well either. Spirits even nasty.
So, are you hunting that thing close to this tower, or...
Oh no, me far from you. Me far southeast of you.
southeast?
Aye.
Did you make a camp or something so we could find you? Like,
I have camp, yeah. Raven know where I am. He direct you.
okay.
So just throw heading there, fuck the tower.
And you see her talking to herself.
Do I hear what she's saying
Yep,
on her end of the conversation?
yep.
So I call back to the pixie. It's
Southeast.
Southeast.
As fast as we can go.
Elevate us. Keep a good elevation and move quickly.
How far above the tree cover?
20 feet, 30 feet, good enough. We don't want to go too
20
high.
feet sounds fine.
Okay.
Maximum speed.
We don't want to be too high above the cover.
Yeah, true. So we'll just glance over it. So yeah, you're still in your dream phase. We're just talking about you
Yeah. Yeah.
on the ship.
We picked up enough of the conversation, know where the fuck we gotta go.
In your swamp.
In your swamp?
Yes.
Are there mushrooms there?
Hey, let me see your map.
I can find shrooms. I'll find you pretty ones.
Since you're the only one of us with a map to this freaking shithole.
Okay. I gotta go now.
Okay, don't die hunting whatever it is you're
We'll
hunting.
be there as soon as we can.
But don't worry. It being my new totem.
The new totem.
And
Can't wait to see that.
I wasn't worried about that.
Okay. And then all of a sudden everything's normal again. And the stone feels cold in your hand.
So it's just a normal stone now?
No.
No.
Stone
It has, with that roll that you made, it has a drop of blood on it.
Do I put this?
on your person.
I don't
Okay.
want to lose it.
It's a whack totem.
Yeah, put that in your inventory.
Alright, so
Totem, what kind of totem?
Whack stone.
we were somewhere up here, right?
No.
Egg of some sort?
Down here. So I'm guessing that's a swamp area.
No.
Off the map.
I don't think he's gonna
Alright.
tell you even if he wanted.
So
You did reference what we
completely metagame, because you don't have any idea of this in game, because none of you have an actual map of this location.
You said he did. That's
Yeah.
why we had this.
Yeah, but does he even know which area he's in?
Good point. Alright, good point.
This is not a land he's been to that you know of.
Thanks, Dick.
No, that's what we tried to find out at the
Okay.
village.
Yeah.
That was my quest at the village.
And he
was
hasn't
information.
done any like survival checks or history checks to try and figure out if he knows where he is.
Alright. But we're somewhere over here by a tower. Shit, we're gonna have to go over to see.
Well, you know what? I guess I'll do that.
Well, kind of hard to do that while we're in the skiff fucking 100 feet up, probably.
Oh no.
Depending how big the trees are.
Well, maybe. I mean, but on any natural landmarks might be able to see something that he was told. So I think you could make a history check. I don't know. It's up to DM.
So, to let you know metagame, this is the tower you're heading towards.
Alright, the Forest of Myrrh.
Okay? And he said he's southeast.
Somewhere in there. Okay. Alright.
I seen the color green on my
Okay.
nails as close to the color green.
So
So I
no,
do an investigation roll.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Investigation roll for what?
not survival.
Survival, I mean.
Survival. Do a survival roll and then do a history roll.
20s, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
So your survival roll first.
Survival roll. 19.
19. Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Now history.
Now see if you remember it.
11.
Not
11?
horrible.
Ooh. Well, judging by the mountains behind you and the forest in front of you, okay, and the general coloration of the land, you believe you're in the southern section of the continent. You don't know if you've ever been here before because you're seeing it from the sky and you can't completely get your bearings as to where you are.
Plus his lack of memory.
And you could have sworn you've heard something about that tower before, but you can't quite remember where you might have heard about it or where it might have been located or any other information on it, other than you could have sworn you've heard someone talk about that tower before.
Is that the tower we're now going away from?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not often that you come across a tower that's been cleaved in half, diagonally. All right, so you're traveling southeast?
Yep.
Are you going to try and cross over the mountains, or are you going to follow the mountains?
So
Because by the end of the day, you're going to be reaching the mountains that you had just gotten away from.
Yay!
yeah, so I call the group together. It looks like we're going over the mountains. We can try to find a navigate our way through. Anyone's open for suggestions? Right now, we're floating above the canopy and making our way in that direction.
How much more time do you think it'll add going around?
Trying to find a path through would probably make it longer, but going up above, we deal with still long distance. We came down in a rush, so.
You just
Little
mentioned
bit.
the Yetis.
So do you want to try to navigate through or try to go above?
All right. Can each of you do a perception check for me?
With electrosense active, do I have advantage?
No advantage. This is a straight perception roll.
Warned us a storm was coming through.
19.
21.
12.
I will say that those Yetis that we met on our way in did warn us about the weather in the mountains. So
That
going
was a couple days ago, though.
Yeah, that was a couple days ago.
but the weather could still potentially get bad again.
Hypothetically, we could be on the top and weather could kick up and we could be avalanched in or have a blizzard on our hands.
We won't get cold.
How the hell are we going to
but
get avalanched in when we're floating?
True. I meant blizzard. I meant blizzard.
Okay.
You're horribly wrong.
Are
Yeah.
you two doing a perception roll?
I say, am I missing something here?
Yeah, no, I mean,
No, they were talking while I said do a perception roll, and they completely missed it.
Oh no, I meant him with the avalanche.
It was a 19.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
we
a
did
19.
go in a place where the islands came up from the floor, so
Okay.
it's not the weirdest thing in the world.
So,
True that.
Tom and Fee are completely oblivious to what happened. The three of you just happen to look off to the side, out the open area of the skiff, in time to see out of nowhere in a puff of smoke appears a nautiloid flying through the sky. And then right behind it, in a flash of blue energy, appears another flying Spelljammer ship, which you have seen the likes of which before, with a ring of burning fire around it, chasing after the nautiloid. They appear to be heading westward, a good 20 miles off in the distance. And then who rolled over 20?
Me.
I think just him. I
It was a
rolled 19.
perception, right?
Yeah,
Then, yeah, with my modifier, that would have been over 20.
what would it have been?
23.
Yours was 21? Alright. The two of you can see that there is spell fire between the two. And although it looks as though, from the angle that you're at, that the nautiloid is being chased by the other one, it's hard to tell from this angle which one's chasing who, because both of them seem to be changing positions and just exchanging fire with each other. Both looking like they're taking heavy damage. So you're currently traveling southeast, and this is traveling east. A good 20 miles north of you.
Do you think we should get involved in their little spell dogfight going on here?
No.
Okay.
Honestly, the amount of firepower they're throwing down blow the skiff out of the air, so I don't think we want to get involved. I'm mildly curious to see that if they both sustain enough heavy damage, scalping them for parts might be worth the effort, but that's only if they both go down, because either way, if either one of them is standing, it looks by the amount of that fire coming from their cannons or whatever else magic casters are using or whatnot.
Did you guys tell him about the magic fire?
I would
I
assume.
would have.
Only.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have assumed it was, they would have told me, sorry, when they asked for my opinion.
Sorry.
Well,
Forgot to.
that's why I said the magic dogfight they had going on.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I missed that. I was looking
That's
at
okay.
other stuff.
Um,
That's why I was asking.
So that's not the kind of firepower that this skiff or we could take at the moment. I'm going to just say, to be on the cautious side, we might not want to get involved in that. That's a lot more than we might be able to handle if it goes poorly.
Well, then have the pixie ascertain roughly how fast they're going and gonna modify our speed to try and match theirs. So this way, if something happens, one goes down, we can And we can go check out
the
Sky.
mountain range that you're heading towards does go from an east-west direction.
All
So
right.
if you're going to go, and you can see that the mountain range seemed to clear up about what would normally be about 4 or 5 days journey ahead. Which looks like it might be an easier path to take than going over the mountains. But you're still only in mid-morning.
All right, so it looks like if we want to change the path to kind of coalesce with the Spelljammer ship battle up ahead, it'll also help us keep with an easterly path across the mountain range so we don't have to go through it and risk bad weather on the top mountaintops. So I'll tell the Pixie to try and get a path to kind of start going more easterly to keep up with the Spelljammer battle at a distance.
Okay.
Far distance. I don't want to get spotted
Keep
by
us right
something.
about there.
Yeah, and just keep us kind of parallel to them traveling along the east so we stay along the mountain range too to cut down our travel time.
All right, so going that way, you see about noontime down to the south of you, you can see that town that you just visited a little bit ago.
Fuck that town.
How are the Spelljammer ships looking? Because if one of them crashes into that town, that would be the best irony in history.
Perception check.
That would be hilarious. Either one of them.
21.
23.
They are still exchanging fire. They are much further ahead of where they were. Instead of them being directly north of you now, they're now to the northeast of you.
So they're moving.
So they're moving much faster than you are. There appears to be smoke coming from both of their ships. And they're still heading in the same direction as they've been heading all day. This was a prolonged fight, apparently.
Does it look, from that perception check I made, does it look like their fight is going to go over the village? Or
No.
No way.
The village is to the south of you.
Okay,
These guys
so
are to the northeast.
okay, and we're trying to stay along with them, so we're not going to go near the village.
Yeah, they're a good
Okay.
30 miles away from you now.
Okay, well, that's fair.
So they're just pulling away from us.
You're barely able to see them in the distance.
All right, so keep along with our path.
We
I
had-
thought about it in ways you don't want to think about,
If one
but
goes down, we'll pass the wreckage.
exactly. So let's we'll keep with the path traveling. We'll try to kind of keep maybe with, if we are going in an easterly direction along the mountain range, we might have to deviate a little more north to stay within visual of the two fight going on. So are we willing to tell the Pixie to hang more towards the fight so we
Yeah.
can see what's happening in case one goes down? But let's
The skiff is currently not able to match their movement rate.
Just keep in that general direction.
yeah, that's what I'd say. I mean, we'll know if one goes down, I think.
I will continue to match the trajectory.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it. Thank you, Maki. You're awesome, Maki.
Make a d20 roll for me, Greg.
Since you're
Just
so
straight
busy
roll.
rolling anyway.
18.
I'm waiting for him to say 1.
Your little buddy
All right.
kind of vibrates and beeps at you a moment.
Yeah. Take him off of my back or shoulder, wherever he is.
Okay? As you look into his eyes, you see a whole bunch of schematics just kind of almost be portrayed across them that you can read. Make a tinker roll.
I'm guessing I can't add the bonus from using him since he's showing me.
Yes.
Oh, I can?
So do you get advantage, right?
So roll
No, I get a plus
37.
10.
That's fine. That's
My
fine.
plus 8.
Yeah. So he rolls a 37.
Except that was a nat 1.
Ooh.
You have no idea what he's describing, but it looks really cool and complicated. And then he asks you, confirm or deny.
I was looking for him at bucket.
I'd say confirm.
Confirm.
He's smarter than you, apparently, so we'll go with that.
If I literally rolled 2, I still would have gotten like a dirty 20 on that. But I had to roll a 1.
The only reason why you didn't understand what he was talking about was because you rolled a 1. At a 2, you would have had a rough idea.
Well, I rolled a 2 plus 18.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's why you roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run that chance.
Yeah, I'll say confirm.
Okay. He floats away from you, goes up to the pixie. His front panel opens up. Out come a whole bunch of these little tendrily-like arms that plug into the back of the pixie. There's a bit of a glow,
Is the pixie still driving?
Yes.
Is there any? Do we start swerving or anything? Okay, just want to make sure of that because I'm like, I don't mind the upgrade. Please don't crash us
I don't know
right
what
now.
he's doing.
Going 45 feet is around.
Okay.
That's fine.
Then
Be
he
careful.
unplugs, and then he goes around the pixie, who seems completely unfazed by all this, and then starts messing with something on the front of the actual skiff.
She's liking it from behind.
And then returns to your shoulder. It takes him about an hour.
You're asking the wrong person if you're asking me.
Ask Marquis.
After about 45 minutes of this happening, about 15 minutes before he returns, the pixie gives you a message. Activating sensor array, model A1. Target, lock. Scanner, view. Confirm location. And at this point, 45 miles to the northeast. Well out of range for you to see.
A little bit.
All right. Cool.
Okay. Deduct 15 platinum worth of supplies.
Okay.
So there's now a sensor array on the skiff somehow. Cool.
Or on Pixie.
Marquis.
Yeah, actually, you're probably right. It's more like it's all marquee. But
Can I ask him what he did?
Add level 1 sensor array
To Marquis of the ship.
Oh yeah, to
to
Marquis.
ship.
okay.
So the ship has
Upgrade.
sensors now.
Marquee to use sensor array level 1.
Sweet.
Oh,
What else can he do? Damn.
thanks, but
What do you need to write that?
I am a full function able to do many things.
Any other upgrades you can do while we're here?
He looks back at you. What do you wish upgraded, sir?
I think that's up to you. Your ship and your pixie.
Oh.
I thought he was telling the robot that for a second there.
I was like, wait, what? Whose pixie is it?
I was talking to Sam.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the notes for my skiff. That's all I'm doing right now. Trying to get that upgraded with the level A1 sensor.
Yeah, just let him upgrade whatever he can.
I think we should consult.
Anything is going to be better than what we have. As long as you can do it while we're moving.
The sensor array allows detect object with a 50-mile range.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Cool.
I think if we're gonna do anything else, we should consult you because it's your ship and your pixie.
Well, I think you just upgrade the pixie to be able to use the ship mod. So that was a very minor thing. That's why I was worried about all of a sudden the ship's like, yeah. I was like, oh shit, we're going, we'd
No.
crash.
It was a download.
That's all. So
Try to see if we can do anything in regards to our speed.
probably best not to do that while we're moving.
Yeah, that's true.
Minigun now.
Yeah?
Featherfall. Could I get that to work on the whole ship?
No, it's only against the target creature.
Okay. That's what I thought of.
No,
Figured
no,
I'd double check.
No, you need him to save his droid to save the ship.
Yeah, I could put the anti-grav from him on it.
Right.
Robot smack!
Just put him on the ground and then, or put him on the floor of the ship.
I
and
wasn't
then all of a
joking.
sudden,
Literally smash his ass into the ship, be like, yeah, that'd be hilarious.
True.
How do you treat your minions? Work, bitch!
Float, clang.
Float, clang.
So help me, if this thing hits the ground, so do you.
I will push your head right here. So if we crash, smush. Make it work, buddy. We are so good
You
to
got
our
the
minions.
Zeke, I believe in you.
Got the Zeke. You better hope he does. How big is the ship?
This little itty bitty droid.
And he will use every one of his energy charges to cast anti-gravity, so he doesn't get spushed. Good. He's our future Robo Beast dog.
Yeah, this is what he looks like.
Yeah.
Only about as big as this piece of paper.
Yeah, he's got a mini. No, I'm
So,
surprised I'm all
He's our
on
last.
Alright, so anything else you guys want to do during this day of travel?
Keep
An eye
as
out.
parallel as we can to the Spelljammer ship fight.
You spend the day making that amulet, you said, right?
Didn't take that long.
Well, it's going to take you 4 hours to get it all done correctly.
Yep.
Without having to roll for anything else, unless you want to make it quicker, and then I'll make you roll for shit, and then you have a chance of it blowing up.
4 hours is fine.
Yeah.
Not like we're doing anything else.
Exactly. I'm not
take
even
my
making
time.
you do an encounter roll right now.
Well, we kind of have one. We just can't keep up with them.
Off in the
Actually,
distance.
You had the encounter with Whack, so you know roughly where he is.
Yep.
And you guys skipped out doing anything to the village for now.
For
Which is now
now.
behind you.
Oh yeah, we're coming back. Those motherfuckers.
Those guys
And
gonna die.
You skipped out on the Vorpal Tower.
Yeah.
And
That one I.
No, Wax said it was nothing there. so
Wax said
fuck
it was bad. She's like, and then we got direction, and that's what we needed.
Our main goal is Whack. If we're really
Direction.
that interested in
Yeah,
it,
we want to
can
get the
always
fuck
stop
back
by
out of
again.
here.
After the village, if we feel like investigating, we can do so.
yeah.
I mean, there's probably something cool there, but
Probably, but that village needs
not
to
our
die
main goal
first.
while we're here.
So, alright. So the day goes nice and easy. It's pretty clear weather. You guys have definitely lost sight of the ships at this point.
They still on our radar.
They're on the outer
Edges of it.
edges of it.
Okay. As long as she
At this
keeps us
point.
going in that direction, we're good.
Apparently they have slowed dramatically.
Okay, so they're just staying on the peripheral of us, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you're able to just barely match their speed. They're staying literally at like 48 miles away.
That's fine.
I do give Marquis the order to let me know if either of them do stop moving.
Yeah. Occasionally you'll see Marquis goes over the forest line, away from the forest, away from the mountains a little bit further to match.
That's fine.
It's perfect.
You seem to be weaving back and forth.
Bunch of fucking drunks.
Under heavy attack.
Okay. Early evening. Anything you guys want to do in the afternoon? Early evening? Are you guys eating it all during the day?
Yep.
Yeah, might as well.
I'll
Pop out
feed-
some lunches.
I'll pop out bento boxes and lunches.
Okay.
I have. How many people eat or require sustenance? I know you don't.
I don't require it.
Four.
You do. You know
I
what?
mean, last
the
time I tried
boxes
to eat
and
something,
soda.
it didn't go well.
That's
Just
true.
four.
So just 4. So I put lunch,
I'm
breakfast,
just
dinner.
meditating.
I'll
Oh,
take
yeah.
care of. Any of the
Wolf
dogs?
might want to eat.
Hmm?
His wolf might want to eat.
Yeah.
You have Karen out and who?
Karen doesn't know she's on my
Oh, who's the other one? The alpha?
yeah, Keto.
Alright, yeah, so the alpha might want to eat. He's not undead.
Can I have Vaughn look up on her communicator ways to upgrade her multi-pistol?
Oh, excuse me. Pardon me.
Okay. So you start looking up how to upgrade your multi-pistol.
Yeah.
Alright, roll a d20.
That's a D12 I almost grabbed.
Been there, done that.
There.
3. Okay.
You ain't finding shit.
So you're doing this in the early evening, right? Okay. Who's keeping watch?
Marquis.
She's kind of driving.
Keep watch.
Anyone
got
else
the
looking
radar.
around outside?
I'll keep watch. With that, do I get
All
that?
right, so the two of you are keeping an eye on stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm in the
All
middle of been
right. So the
chanting
two of you see her playing with her
finishing.
communicator. As she's playing with her communicator, you start noticing that the sky grows a little bit darker.
Oh, hey, Vaughn.
And the display is getting all screwed up and fuzzy and distorted and hard to read.
Vaughn, put away your communicator.
She's gonna put it away.
This realm doesn't really like them.
I checked the sky. Does it clear up after a couple
Yep.
minutes? Okay. Honestly, anything Toka related is not well received in this plane. I wouldn't try your communicator at the moment for any given length of time. It pisses
Yeah.
off the gods here, I think.
So,
Or at least one, anyway.
yeah. Something doesn't quite work right with it.
That's the village that pissed us off that we're going to go destroy later. But that's
Yeah.
later.
So she looks pretty disappointed.
What were you looking for that you need Toka right now for? Just
I was
traveling?
looking up ways to upgrade my multi-pistol. So I have more options to shoot at things instead of just fire, frost, acid, electric, force, or pierce.
That mostly covers the bases, but
I want to be able to shoot necro at them, or like what my grandmom has, where she shoots pebble to boulder at people.
You know, You got a tinker right there.
I could always try helping you with that. I mean, the thing
Of course, wouldn't that be another 500?
yeah, the thing I
gold
built for my
for it?
arm basically works like the chamber of a gun.
So if you want to work with something that gives off necrotic energy,
Make an
into
Arcana roll.
Here, let me see.
Like my grandma has the other
19.
pistol and she shoots a pebble
Okay, now make an
that
intelligence
big.
roll.
And like when she shoots it, it's that big until it gets close to the target and then it goes into a boulder like this and it just smacks
Please
them.
say you get over 8 on 9.
Yeah, 10.
yeah, it's a cool spell. It's a projectile spell. You've seen with slings and stuff.
You know how you were studying arcane stuff before?
If I ever
Yep.
found my
Okay, a
grandma,
little bit.
I'm gonna try to steal her other pistol.
When she was saying that, you remember a spell, Pebble to
Yeah,
Boulder.
I feel like.
It's only like a level 3 spell. It seems to be relatively simple. It does sound
I mean,
interesting.
if you wanted a gun, I'm sure that would. We can, next time we're in
Okay.
Toka, we can just call it.
And according
Give you
to
a
what
gun.
you've learned, apparently a
You want to
scroll of
upgrade the one
it
you have right now? I might
would
be
only
able to
cost you about
get that.
5 platinum.
have to
Tinkering
be-
and Magicel.
Yeah. I don't know about the magic
Pebble
spell
to
part, but
tinker.
tinkering might
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, so my character's just gonna hand off her multi-pistol to you.
And you
let
use
me
that
check
to make
out.
upgrade her gun with
Take it
that?
for a few days, give it back to you.
You could use that to study the arcane in order to replicate the arcane effect into a new enchantment.
It was my grandma's pistol.
It's what you were discussing with me before.
Yeah.
About, recreating arcane effects.
Okay.
This would be one that you could try.
Just not right now, because I can't get Toka.
Scary.
I've learned that many people use booth noise
So
off,
if you wanted to say
so
something.
I don't doubt that.
So, Shay, or
Vaughn.
Vaughn, might be able to do that. The Pebble to Boulder thing. But, to remind me when we get back to Toka, and we can attempt to start working on that.
Okay. I may need the gun.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
I
it won't
passed
be
it
till
off
we
to
get to
Zeta.
Toka. That's
I
fine.
know, you keep it for now. Once we get back to Toka,
Have the two of you started discussing? Okay, while you're saying this, he's describing how his gun's working with focal items that he's channeling Magicel through to create spell effects.
I didn't know he had a gun.
Not a gun, it's
His hand,
gun-like thing in my wrist for my
Oh.
hand.
which is the first that you've actually heard of this one now.
It's the first I've mentioned it, but I used it in our last fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was kind of busy healing you fucking sorry asses.
Hey, I didn't need healing.
Everybody else did, including me.
That's why Maki is awesome. We love Maki.
Yeah, because I was dead otherwise.
Okay.
That's
So,
what I was looking at.
anything else you guys are
You
doing?
can keep your gun for now in case we need it quickly.
Okay.
But write it down so we don't forget when we get back to Toka.
What?
Playing with the enchanting, and then me and him will discuss.
I'll
His,
keep
stony
the
thing there.
enchanting thing in mind.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you'd write down. It's just something to keep in mind. You guys could start talking shop if you wanted, which might be for interesting storyline if you guys want to metagame out how to. Because the two of you working together, you should already start seeing the possibilities.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
You
the
heard too.
skiff has a little, like, bet workbench instead of just, like, tinkering as we're traveling at 45.
You have a mobile bench.
Wait!
I have a mobile castle.
That we can't put in the skiff.
Put your gate. You
Is that Zeke?
Yeah.
Does he work as the mobile?
Yep.
I've been doing stuff.
Why?
I was gonna ask about me doing something, but I figured, I'm not at my workbench. I probably can't do anything.
All
Might
right.
not
What
have
did you
every
want to
tool.
work on during the afternoon?
Give me a second.
I'll give you 4 hours in the afternoon.
Because that could have given you plenty of time to tinker with your gun or your hand.
Yeah, that'll
end of
give you a
him.
chance for
Now,
experimentation or to partially, if not fully, craft something.
I was hoping I could make maybe one more focus.
The focus needs to soak for 24 hours.
Oh, alright.
So you would not be able to finish a focus today.
Okay,
And the materials are at Toka,
that's true.
and you're having some issue. Do you want to try and order it? And try to do that very volatile process while on a skiff,
No,
traveling through a...
no. I guess I'll just experiment in the time being.
Okay, what are you going to experiment with?
Fuck with her gun.
I mean, if you're not using it.
She's gonna pass
I
the gun
hope
off
she's
to him
not
again.
using it in the ship.
Okay. Are you assisting him?
Yes, I will assist him.
Okay, you can make a tinker check and you make an arcana check.
I'm adding my droid bonus.
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
19.
This thing has no real moving parts. It is literally a random effect wand with a trigger that actually triggers it as the command function.
In that case, I don't know how much I can do with this.
Yeah, it's about the most basic thing that you can get, and that only takes you an hour.
So,
Not even. Actually, that's only going to be like a 5-minute check at that point.
make her a better one.
Okay. For you, you can see all the enchantments at 19. You can see with your magical sense as well all the enchantments that are on it. So you can see how it chooses, how it goes each time. And all it is a number of charges that are built up into it, which only seem to be very, very small, but it recharges pretty quickly.
Mm.
It only holds like 3 charges at a time, but it seems to recharge directly off the user.
So take this thing apart. So it's still...
Be more messing with the magic than messing with the tech, because there's not much tech to be found.
No, we can fix that and make it use Magicell.
You aren't doing anything else?
Yeah, right? You got anything else to fucking do, buddy?
Working with Magicell on the skiff probably isn't a good idea.
You're not... Mind you, you're not supercharging batteries right now, so it's not like you have any chance of blowing shit up. You're basically just tinkering and wiring and cables to a battery.
Yeah. And this is literally a wand in a wooden enclosure that apparently if you hit the bottom of the wand with the right element, it causes it to go off. And that's how the trigger works.
I also don't want to wreck your gun. Or alter it too much without permission.
Just don't break it.
And honestly, if it break it,
What would I
feel
even
like
do to it at this point? It's a wand on a handle.
Make an intelligence check
Which one?
for both of you to see if either of you come up with any inspiration as to what he's talking about.
17 minutes. So 16?
Okay.
18.
So he's basically telling you this is nothing more than a magic wand. He can't do much with it.
Okay.
Okay, but his system is more like what you've heard Curtis's was. In some ways. Only more refined and less explosive and dirty. So to say. So seeing what he did with his arm, you could probably request a completely new unit like that. It wouldn't be just like what you have now, but it would be something else that you could use.
It might be a lot better.
Yeah, I don't know as far as upgrading this one goes, but if given the right tools, I could maybe try to make you something better.
Okay.
That'd be a big undertaking, I think.
So we get a wand of fireball and then add to it.
I mean, it's honestly the way I think it's described. It's more like a energized revolver where the chambers are just crystals.
Yeah.
Like what
Solid
it's
random.
rarest.
Literally,
I keep forgetting
it
how
would,
old the pistol actually is, considering it was Shadow's. And Shadow is basically Vaughn's grandmother, and who knows
it would
how
not
old
be
she
hard for you
actually
to make a
is.
Magicell ray gun.
When you first got that, Xavier had just gotten his magic shop. That you guys had just recruited him into nowhere.
Gun, don't you?
And that had been years ago, right?
And that was after you had just
My
saved
gun's more of an
nowhere
energy
and started
transfer
it up as a
cannon.
town.
It's not nearly
And
what
the
you're
reason
looking at.
why you gave him his own shop was because he gave
And
Shadow
where is using
his
these focal points? I have
ultimate
magazines.
creation at that point, which was that firearm that anyone could use to cast from a wand.
There were 2 firearms.
Yes. Those were his crowning achievements that he basically bought his shop by giving those to Shadow. Back when he first started.
And when he had started, that was a long time ago.
That would now be 40 years?
So yeah,
Maybe 50 years?
yeah.
That thing's pretty fucking
these
old.
guns are antique, and Shadow still hasn't aged a day since then.
They're third generation heirlooms. Ooh, that makes a difference when you say it that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get some old shit.
As I pull out my,
So that
totally
means that I can't
electromantic
really-
energy blaster, the magazines.
So, yeah, you see his blaster. Now we're
That's what it looks like.
He's just gonna like slither over to Jason. It's like, hey, I'll trade you this gun.
Doesn't matter, you never use it anyway.
This was made with me and my dad. No,
I'll trade
Vaughn.
you my trident.
No, Vaughn. This is the
I'll
special
give you my
thing to me.
ever-full bowl of smoking for it.
It's not gonna leave my side, unfortunately, Vaughn. Not giving up my dad and me's project. Sorry.
Did you hear that? She has an ever
Can we
full bowl of
compromise?
smoking.
If you ever die, can I have it?
Damn.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. In all honesty, my dad can make you something better than that out of it practical effects, and he can magicite you something together much
I could
easier.
probably. Again, I don't think there's much I can do for that because it's.
Oh no, you can do shit for that. It's just a one carrot.
It's
Old.
It's magic with a handle. It's a wand. It's a wand with a trigger.
The
That's more-
Magicel Monk's best quote of the night. It's a wand with a trigger.
It's a wand with a trigger. There's very little I can do for it. But
Wand with a handle.
but I could maybe try building you something better in the future.
I mean, imagine a light revolver.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. That's all this gun is. I could tell you that without even making the tinkerroll. It's like just make a revolver with the crystals and add a magical battery.
Build the same thing I built in my wrist, but into a gun shape, basically, with the trigger.
So we need a lot more gems.
Slap
Yeah.
a Magicel in there as fuel. And
It was
I mean,
weird as I
honestly,
quote
put 2 in
down
the
and I
handle,
almost put
charge it
back.
up to the chambers, bam, you have 2 charges
see
of
that
whatever
hole
you
you got?
cast.
I'm gonna go off.
Arcana?
Yeah. Advantage?
No.
Ah, it's open.
It's a high level spell.
I think it was a 7. if I'm not-
Reroll it. I saw it bounce.
Yeah, exactly. So I said I think it was. Well, never mind. I ain't got a clue. I'm just gonna sit there
You
and smoke out of
cannot
it.
decipher the magic of this. And as soon as you start hitting it, you can't even see any of the magical sigils on it anymore.
I'll have to fuck with this later when we're home. Here you go. I'm nice and high now.
I
Ron's
intercept.
gonna
I'm just sitting on the skiff. You guys are all doing shit. I'm just chilling back, enjoying the ride.
Do you want to come up with a design that you're going to make for her?
Just snatch it.
yeah, I'll start sketching up the design.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take my hit.
So-
Hand it to you.
Do you want a straight gun or do you want him to modify your trident?
Trident is okay as it is.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with any of your stuff you already have because I don't want to blow it up if something goes
Because it's
wrong.
old.
Well, no, I just don't want to blow it up if something goes wrong.
Give it a little crank handle just for old
That's the thing I
fashioned
told you, my
sense.
wrist is the first thing I built ever. I'm
Energy
quite
caster.
surprised that didn't go horribly
Energy
wrong.
bolts between the tines on the trident before it arcs out into a bout of
Again, I could try
flame or
building
ice.
something.
It just spits out fucking 1,000
Why is
fireballs.
Jason
a
in a
minute.
shop building a coffin with a stand on it
Covered
and a little
most of
mount?
it for fun, too. I'm a member of
Yes.
the group, so honestly.
I don't think any of my party members are going to die. I just
It
really
means
want to
that
do
we're
the
gonna get
Django.
better in that. It's gonna, if it means
Out of the
we get better
coffin.
in battles and won't die, then free of
Good
charge.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Said I have too much money, let me pay you for making the gun.
In that case, fine.
Okay.
In that response, in order to make the focuses, those are the really expensive parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she can buy the gems for it.
So yeah, okay. In that case, yeah, I will require some payment.
So charge her
make her buy
twice
the
what it
gems.
costs you for the gems,
Twice
and
the
then
cost.
that way, she gets the gem for her focus, and you get a gem left over for your focus. So you get 2, so you can make 2 at the same time through the process, and work on your arms as well as hers, because that's going to be your most difficult part is making
which
each of those
focus
focuses.
am I buying? Am I buying one for both of us, apparently?
Can you buy anything right now?
Well, he has to create the focus.
We were buying the supplies for the focuses, and then I gotta make them.
But let's pause again and let's think
Yeah.
about this. How are you buying them? From Toka? Well, we're traveling 45 feet a minute.
Or do you have supplies on you?
I'm looking at Jason.
Do you have 500 gold worth of some type of gem?
Actually, check my list of stuff.
Oh, did you already break them up?
I gave
Does
you a
anybody
bunch.
have
500
500?
gold worth?
Yeah, because isn't it 500 gold in order to make a focus?
500 gold. I have 1,500 gold worth of onyx.
Okay. And what did the onyx do for you?
The onyx does
I gotta go to my chart for that. So.
gravity.
Okay, yeah.
So I could make
So you have enough
three
to
theoretically.
start creating 3 gravity focuses
Yeah.
if you have the bloodsteel.
I don't have bloodsteel on me. That's back at base.
So
You don't have what you need right now.
I'll just sit on the idea for now.
Once we get back to Toka.
Plans for the future.
Yep.
okay. So we're definitely into the evening now. Are you going to have her continue going all night?
Well,
Honestly, I check in with the status of the long-range sensor array on the vehicles. Are they still spatting out?
You've actually caught up to about 44 miles away.
I update the party, tell them that we're about 44 miles away from the Spelljammer ships.
they still moving or are they almost stopped?
I check with Marky.
They're still moving, just not as quickly.
I
To get us up to like 25. Don't want to get too close so they can actually see us start turning on us.
Which ship did you target? Were you most...
It was within the proximity of both the ships, as long as they're within a radius of each other.
So which ship do you want to target?
I'd go with the Spelljammer ship. At least we know that's a
Both-
friendly.
both.
Okay, they're both
Spelljammer ships.
Spelljammers. The Nautiloid or the Eberron Flyer?
The Eberron Flyer we all came in on, right?
Yeah, I thought the Nautiloid would be bad guy type.
It's also a Spelljammer.
I'd say that the Eberron ship we have some familiarity with. If we go on a record, best if we know some of the doors where they might be located.
Okay, so you're following the Eberron ship?
I check with the party if that's agreeable.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah.
Alright. Are you guys resting for the night, or who's staying up to watch, or what's going on?
I can set Zeke up to watch.
You want to use Zeke? I'll stay up and watch.
Yeah,
And then I'll sleep during the... I'll take first watch.
I mean, if you want to watch it.
just let Zeke do it.
Yeah, Zeke can too. So me
He
and
gets a
Zeke...
good bonus for it. Plus we have the Etten looking out.
But a Zeke sheet.
Good enough.
Yeah, so I'll roll and then...
So you're just going to depend on pets?
I'll stay up for the first wave, but...
Alright, so you're going to take first wave. You're going to take second one.
Yeah.
And who's taking third watch? No one? Just pets?
Yeah, so let's just do the table round. We'll do the... what's
I
it?
can take
How many,
third watch.
how many waves? How many shifts do we
I
have
need at
for
least
watch?
4 hours sleep, so after that, okay.
So I'll take first. That's 4, 4, 4, and then we should be through the night.
Yeah,
and
so you
we'll be
want to
good.
take 3 shifts to split it up.
Yep. All right, I'll take first. And do we have Zeke going the whole time? Nat 20.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah,
and
Zeke going
then
at 20.
Feet,
Doesn't matter.
Your perception?
Can I use my nature sense with this or no?
Yes.
And my
I figured as
perception?
much, so I did roll that
And
Yeah.
damage.
keep a perception. 14.
Okay. And then the pets are taking the third watch?
Oh, he said he was.
He's taking
I
first
was
watch.
actually.
Alright, so roll for third watch.
Here's mine. His perception.
Yeah.
Do I have Zeke with me? To
Yeah.
give me his bonus.
Yeah.
Never mind, that's a good roll. 21.
Okay. And who was the next person to roll for encounter rate? I think that was Tom.
I'm good.
Tom or Joe? One of you guys, I think, because we did this cycle last time.
Alright.
Sorry, just saying.
I gave us the last one, you know. Yeah.
11.
Oh, thank God.
That was so funny. We all like, good. That was a good roll.
Thank you, Joe.
Except me with the Giants, remember?
Oh, that's right.
You're Tom.
So I'm doing pretty bad here. I had the Giants, the frickin' worm.
So, it's a very clear night. No issues. You do hear some, like, critters in the woods underneath you, but they're gone before you could even get by them. The people that are on watch anyway. About halfway through your watch fee, since you took second watch, you get a notification from the Pixie. Ship has stopped moving.
Bond's looking around.
We will be caught up with the ship by roughly 9 a.m.
Where's Jason sleeping?
Curled up in a ball on one of the cots over in the corner.
Can I poke him with the end of my tail? Because she doesn't feel like just slithering to him.
If someone's trying to wake me up, I'm not fighting it.
Yeah.
I'll wake up. All right.
And you feel like you just got to sleep. What the hell?
What?
I'm sorry to wake you up, dude, but the ferry says that we'll be at that ship at like 9 a.m. because it stopped.
So about an hour after the morning daylight?
Yeah. About an hour after the end of shifts. No,
All right, so we should be all up by that point. So just tell the pixie to keep going in that direction toward the ship, but keep a distance of a few miles away so that we can, and if she sees any obstructions, to immediately notify us all. And then I roll back over.
Okay. So, anybody else doing anything before morning?
I'm gonna tell the ferry that. Just
Affirmative. Alright, so morning. Everybody wakes up. As you guys wake up, do a perception roll.
use my nature thing.
This one, no. Neither was life sense or magic sense.
I wasn't even asking. I figured.
18.
18.
I know nothing.
Huh?
I'm still asleep.
24.
Okay. You're the first to see it. And I'll get into more detail with you in a moment.
Yep.
Okay. Ahead of you, a couple hours at this speed, you can see what looks to be that Eberron ship grounded. The ring around it is quiet and no energy into it. That's what you guys see at your reading. Yours, you swear you can see what looks like bodies across its deck and something glowing behind it.
Do I see the other ship?
No.
Marquis, can you see the other ship in radar?
No longer in range.
Alright, looks like there's some bodies up there, or on the ship there, and some weird glowing shit. Can't tell if it's 100% if it's a person or not, or an elemental, who the fuck knows.
Alright then, so do you want to head that way to keep investigating it?
Yeah, let's head down, fucking drop us down on top of it. Go Rambo style.
Alright, I tell Marquis to bring us in slow, keep any, if she says any obstacles, keep our life support, we'll all keep our watch.
All right,
Make sure there's nothing that's gonna...
Who wants to do a perception check as you approach it?
I
Life
will.
sense? Life
Yes.
death?
And you can use your energy sense.
24.
And you can use your nature sense.
I mean, both 11s, so just 13.
For your nature sense, you can do a spell roll.
Probably.
Yeah, if that's better than your perception.
I think they're both the same. It wouldn't be the spell attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, spell
But yeah,
mod.
they're the same.
Okay.
So
13.
I rolled a 24.
27. I'm awfully fucking
Okay.
observed this morning.
The two of you sense very quickly that there is a large semi-living, but not living like you're normally used to, creature behind the ship that the glow's coming from.
Well, only one thing I can think of.
One of the elementals.
And you do notice that there are apparently some things on fire.
Alright, so
And you can also see that it looks like about 24 dead draconians of different colors, dragonborn, littered across the ship.
So they lost the dogfight,
looks about like that's the case.
and the elemental broke free from its restraints.
It's possible. Makes sense. So everyone, I guess, how far away are we right now? Just a game question.
You're about 2,000 meters, 2,000 feet. Sorry.
Does anyone speak elemental?
No.
Yeah, we don't have his kobold.
Charmander.
Right?
I only know Abyssal and Infernal.
Check my droid. He knows a few.
Infernal might work.
Infernal might work. It's like a 50-60.
Yeah.
No,
Alright,
Droid
so
doesn't know any of those.
So
Fawn,
might your
come with
nature
me.
magic.
Hmm?
So might your nature magic.
Okay, I'm gonna follow him like he asked.
So I tell
You
them
guys are still on the skiff,
Right.
floating like 30 feet above the
Getting-
trees.
going to the front of the boat,
Okay.
where there's I tell the pixie to find an area in which we can disembark, clear it. You know, I assume if it's from the description. So this is one of those.
Go to the next page.
Next page. Okay, so this
Yeah.
is more like. So there's plenty. So even on the deck there are bodies, but there are places we can probably send the skiff down and disembark.
Yeah, the skiff's not going to fit on the deck very well. It would like fill
just
up
above
this
it.
entire section.
Okay.
So you might want to land to the side of it.
Okay, and then we'll just climb on.
Okay.
Okay.
So you land about, want to say, 50 feet away from it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do a perception check for anything living, anything, creatures.
The bodies are bodies.
You guys loot the bodies. Check
But
them out.
there's definitely something behind it.
Right. Me and
That
Fawn are gonna
has
go
been
check them
obscured
out.
from your view this whole time.
I'll follow them in. I'll have the Maki with me, so I'll just set the skiff down and have it come with me.
Alright, so start checking out the bodies, and if you hear a whole bunch of yelling and screaming, then come running.
Can I tell Maki to start scavenging the corpses? Actually, that takes time. We don't have time
Yeah.
right now. Okay, no, never mind.
Just loot them, see if they got anything.
You're going to check out the corpses on the
While
deck?
those guys are, we're gonna go check out the elemental.
You said scavenging and I thought of spelling.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
So, as you get up on the deck, okay, there are definitely dead dragonborn, multiple different colors all around you. And it looks to be about 25 of them. And they all look to have necrotic damage to them. Parts of their bodies are withered away. A couple of them look, in fact, all of them look as though they have holes in their heads. You're not really sure what that's about unless you go take a closer look. And as the three of you that are looking for the elemental get to the other side of the deck, you can see a large greater fire elemental just standing there staring at a rock.
Hello, the Great One.
No response.
See if you can.
Can I try
Greetings in Infernal.
talking in more infernal to the fire thing and just be like,
What do you say?
"Hi, what's so interesting about that rock?"
No response.
I just like very slightly slither forward a bit, but not get too close.
No response. It doesn't even seem to know that you're there. It's very intent on a rock in front of it.
I think it's blind.
So I'll walk over directly in front of him.
You step in between him and the rock?
No, behind the rock.
Behind the rock?
Yeah, no, I'm not getting that close to his
Okay.
ass. I ain't getting burnt.
He doesn't even change his view. He's just staring at that rock.
What if you touch the rock?
I wouldn't advise that.
No. But what I'm thinking, I'm sure if we looked on the Toka communicator,
Make a...
we could find a cage for his ass and a rock.
I'll let you do either an insight or a nature check. Or arcana with disadvantage.
Well, I kind of point out, if he's really distracted, would he even fight one of your Pokeballs? Zog balls?
My Zarg balls aren't strong enough. He'd have to get a Zarg ball because he can get the level 2 ones.
Might not
That
be.
might be able to hold him.
Fair enough.
23.
Okay. As you're looking at him, he appears to be mesmerized.
Isn't like a spell or
As in, like, beyond a spell. As if the only thing in the world to him that exists is that rock. Like, his mind has been warped to such a degree where the only thing he can consciously focus on is that rock.
so maybe they fucked with him so much to get him to run the ship.
You guys up on deck. You inspecting the bodies?
Could I? How many dragonborn did you say there?
25.
Can I look at the holes in the
Can I
heads?
go around and
Yes.
harvest some blood from all of them?
Yes.
My hands.
25 charges for dragon.
Well,
My
guys,
sword.
if we ever run into a dragon, we're set. I got a +1.
Karen, sword,
Sorry, I'll be doing the same thing.
and Kyle.
Farm it all up,
Oh, sorry, I
and you have a trident.
26 now.
Here, okay, I'm just gonna go up to the body and just stab.
So all of you are just going body to body.
Trident,
stab, punch, punch,
No, I'm just
sword,
poking
axe.
That's all you have to do.
Dog come out, take a bite. Dog come out, take a bite.
Oh no, just gotta get one dog out.
Yeah, I'd pull them
Okay.
both out to get it.
Etten comes over, whack, whack on each one. Spear a little bit on his breastplate.
That's exactly what I'm gonna be doing.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have a dog. The silver one's gonna be with the
Can I have my characters loot the bodies before she stabs them?
Shit.
so is it
None of
20
these bodies have anything really of value
I
in
got
them.
+1 to dragon.
Like no gems or anything?
No, nothing. They've already been robbed. Looted.
Yep.
Alright,
But they haven't been robbed of their blood.
right. Shit, my Ivory Citadel isn't frickin' Bloodsteel. So it won't get a bonus from that for my staff.
No.
But I was just double checking.
But do we need to
But
roll to?
other than a little bit of necrotic damage and holes in every single one of their heads, and anyone want to check for a medicine check on them?
I will.
Okay.
So what if we go around stabbing the bodies with her trident?
Plus 25 dragon charges.
Would that be kills or
Kills.
24.
14. Medical check.
Okay. It doesn't take much to see their brains are gone.
Looks like they had an interaction with a blame Jaina.
24.
Okay. You find one of them where inside of their skull appears to be a shriveled up, like, odd bug thing.
And would I have any idea maybe what it would be from?
Make a history check, or Arcana at a -2.
Advantage or no?
No advantage.
Okay. So I was asking. Nat 20. So 30. Well, 28 because of the -2.
Okay. You do remember back in your father's study, the scariest book you ever read were about the Illithid, who, if you're lucky, they just eat your brain. If you're not so lucky, they will imbue you with their tadpole offspring, which will take over your mind, make you part of their collective, and warp your body into one of them.
So we
Okay,
sort of
they are
smash
incredibly
into
psychic
them.
creatures. Failed Illithid creation create what the brain devours that you've heard of. There's a chance that your father had one as an experiment to work with, because a lot of necromancers would try to get a hold of one in the Underdark and maintain one. Intellect devourer is the proper word for it.
I figured that.
So now you are definitely sure that you're working, that the other ship was Illithid. And yeah, that would have been stuff that would have given you nightmares as a kid.
Alright. I'll relay all the message to that. Or the memories of that.
Alright, so they were the
So,
other Spelljammer ship was an Unlimited ship.
so we should have probably chased his ass down.
I check, well, actually,
Do
when I
we
was on the
just leave
ship.
their heads how it is, like with the bugs in them, or do we just take the bugs to sell? Do we break their head?
Yeah, have Marquis fucking scout those bugs. Well, not scout.
There's only
I'm sorry.
one bug.
Oh, it's only one that went through all of them?
Yeah. No, it's one that is left. All the rest of their brains were eaten and basically taken away.
Can I have
Oh, so
Marquis
this one's-
take
yeah.
that one's bug as an example, though? Actually harvest it intentionally that we can keep?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no.
Like in a container, I wasn't saying like...
No, I got a better idea.
Okay,
It's
well,
dead right now.
Uh,
Ray's
yeah.
dead. It's going to turn into one of them.
so you mean you want to capture the whole guy?
Yeah. Then I can control that bitch.
Does it
Okay.
look like the bug's alive?
Raised dead will not work against the bug.
No, but it worked against the body.
Yes. You could create a brainless dragonborn undead.
Mm-hmm. That has that bug in there that's going to start transforming him over.
No.
Won't work once I raise him, huh?
No, the bug is non-resurrectable.
The bug itself, yeah.
Yeah.
Is dead.
Okay, I thought the bug was
You'd just be
alive.
resurrected.
No,
Okay.
the bug was already dead. It's a larvae. Okay, but there's not enough. A larvae cannot be completely brought back to
Yeah.
life because it's not even fully alive to begin with.
No, I misunderstood you. I thought he was still alive, transforming the thing over.
Oh
Okay.
no. You only found one that actually had one of the larvae in it.
All right, so yeah, grab the larvae. Might be worth studying later. And
Can I Maki harvest it?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me to get it.
Roll
out.
for.
oh no, I wouldn't say harvest it. Take the whole thing.
Yeah, she's not going to scalp the body.
Okay.
She's
I
just
thought you said you were going to harvest the dragonborn.
We haven't. I meant just get the bug. I want Maki to get the
Okay.
bug.
Yeah, put it in a
Do I have to roll
glass
for
tube
that?
or
I mean,
whatever.
just-
No.
Okay.
We'll put that in a
And-
glass tube. Take one of these bodies. Put them in your little thingy there. Might be worth studying later.
I open up a pocket dimension and throw the corpse in it.
Okay.
Shit goes black. Alright, now.
Close
Do we-
that portal.
Do we feel like
Wait,
pissing
does
on?
the thing goes
Storm
back?
clouds did.
That was like a matter of 7 seconds, so it's like,
Yeah.
and then I stop, give it time for it to go away. I'm like, nothing else using portals at the moment.
Yeah, well,
We
we're
don't want
gonna
to
have to do
piss
one more.
Let's give it a minute, but all right, what are we doing? Let's
I'm
get started.
sure we could find an elemental cage that'll hold Big Boy over here with the rock.
So, Tinker. Okay, are you walking around the ship at all?
Yeah, I'll go around and analyze the
You
ship.
make a tinker roll.
Just see what you can
Buddy still
salvage
with
on
you?
the ship.
Can I go
Okay.
see if
He's
there's like a
just
storage
following me
room
around.
on the ship?
Sure, make an investigation roll.
Okay. 22.
Okay, are you going for the lower hold, or are you going to try and go through the cabins first?
Is it investigation?
Yeah.
You're right to engineer.
So, are you going to the captain's
17.
quarters or to the below deck?
Captains.
Captain's quarters, and what was your investigation roll?
16.
16?
You go help her.
Okay.
22 on
Well-
my tinker.
Okay, I'll get to you in a
See what we
moment
can
then.
scavenge off this thing.
I'm
So,
looking for
in the
gems.
captain's chamber,
Yeah.
you
Oh, boy.
find a chest full of maps of Faerun, as well as Spelljammer charts for multiple travel routes. And roll a
Good for
d4.
spaceship later.
Are they all in the same chest?
Yep.
1.
Okay. One of them shows the direction in order to take in order to go to the Beastlands. And another one that shows a route to Eberron.
So all of those are in this one chest then, right?
Yep.
Okay. She's gonna close.
You also find that in that chest is very fine clothing designed for a dragonborn and what looks to be a dragon's tooth.
Black
She's-
might want that.
Yeah, she's holding on to the dragon's tooth. She still has
And
that
then
pebble in her hand.
Roll it on d6.
6.
Damn. Alright, roll a d100.
Roll high. Roll high.
Said that and it made me suspicious. 50?
You find a small chest with 50 gold pieces. Roll again.
Well, they missed that.
100?
Yep.
17?
You find also 17 silver pieces. Roll again.
The richest one here.
11.
Okay. You find one gem where a ruby worth 110 gold.
Nice.
Roll again.
What would... You said 1 ruby?
Yeah, 110 gold. So you know the value.
$75?
You find a sapphire worth 750 gold.
Damn.
Nice sapphire.
And one more.
And it's worth 750?
750.
$8.
You find an emerald worth 80 gold.
Better than nothing.
Other than that, everything is pretty tossed around and junky. But overall, this is a very nicely appointed captain's chamber.
Is there any drugs in the captain's quarters?
No.
No? Oh.
All right, Greg, you rolled a what? Was
22.
it 22? Okay. You take a peek in the captain's quarters. You don't see much of anything. you take a peek into the steerage at the mast, and the apparatuses that control this thing are pretty straightforward. It's basic line and tether type of situations with pulleys.
Okay.
When you go below decks, you find that this ship is actually appointed with 4 magical cannons on each side. And there's another 4 dead dragonborn below deck. These ones' bodies have been dashed to crap. It looks like there was some type of explosion below deck. And you can also see what looks to be another lower hold, as well as a bunch of crew quarters in the back. Okay. This ship will not be flyable, though, you can tell, unless somehow the main power source can be repowered.
They were A1, Everon,
Where is this main power source?
Spelljammer
The elemental
flight
ring.
shots.
Right.
Which
I'll,
would be probably the elemental
Feyre.
outside.
I'll go back to the group.
Faven, what else?
Everon.
Do
Sorry,
a
she's running
Magicel roll for me?
Oh,
Yeah. So did you go to engineering yet?
Oh no. It's phone
That
camera
one?
ship go.
Want to re-roll that?
I'll use one of my lucky rerolls. Yeah,
I'm just gonna say that might have been wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
not much better. 10.
10?
Better than 1.
The outer ring that you're seeing, okay, upon closer inspection, this looks very familiar. If you want to spend another 10 minutes investigating it, I'll let you do another Magicel roll.
Okay, yeah. Awesome.
It's definitely piqued your interest.
So Vaughn can easily carry that chest under one of her arms, right? Because it's full
Yeah.
of maps. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, it's only a small, like, chest.
Thought you had a bag of holding anyway.
Yeah.
Just shove it in there for now.
You
Instead
could,
of
but I was
carrying
just
it.
gonna throw it at Jason. You need to catch.
Remember, human, not really all that durable. Do you give it to me?
I would throw it at you, damn it. Take 20 points of damage.
The chest is that big,
Told you to
right?
catch, bitch.
Yeah.
So it won't hurt you that bad.
It only weighs about 30 pounds.
So make an agility check.
Sure.
She's gonna slither up.
And you
Hey,
make an
Jason,
agility
catch.
check for how well you throw it.
Oh, agility? Agility. That's
17.
acrobatics, right?
No, just agility.
Can I roll
Dexterity.
that?
Dexterity, agility, same thing.
No, that was a straight roll. What was it?
Okay, straight roll. That would be an 8.
Alright, what'd you roll to catch it?
17.
Okay. You throw it, it goes straight at his head, and he catches it right before it slams into his face.
I open it, look at her, thank you, and then open up my. Well, actually, no, I don't do that. I just carry it right now.
What are you two doing?
There's a bunch of maps in there.
Sweet.
I'm just going on my blood skill now,
maps.
collecting. I haven't yet and do it same.
You said that we needed like gems for guns and everything.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you how many you wanted.
Gonna head below deck.
Determine
Go
how
check out
expensive
engineering
this is.
afterwards.
She's gonna hand you
There's
a
not
sapphire.
much of an
and
engineering
emerald.
department.
Oh, okay.
No.
The engineering is actually, believe it or not,
Probably,
right
yeah.
in the center
how many-
point, which is right
How many-
here,
Yeah.
How many
which
elements
controls
do
the
you
way
want
that the ring is
on
moved,
this?
and the lodestone that actually controls it.
Discuss that in a-
Yeah.
You guys made me fucking research these things.
It's interesting.
Hey
I already
Zeke.
have fire.
I was thinking at least. Well,
Hey
you
Zeke.
can get more. He's with me.
I know. I'm calling him.
Zeke's not gonna answer you.
Like, I kind
Damn.
of need him for what I'm
Say
doing.
it.
Yeah. He's investigating the elemental ring as you
Checking
head
out the
down.
shit. The lucky roll.
Hey, when you're done, come check out this area over here.
All right.
You already looked in there.
The
Okay,
lodestone.
wait, which area?
The
The,
lodestone area.
control area that I told you was just simple ropes and pulley type system.
There's not much there. It's just ropes and pulleys.
What about that lodestone there?
Yeah,
That'd
it's a
be-
magical stone.
It's magic. It's more your department.
Well, if I rip it out of there, this thing is
Does
gonna go
sapphire have
boom.
two
Probably
P's
wreck
in
the
it or
ship.
one?
And
Well, I think that we're already past that point.
SAPHIR.
well, one thing I wanted to say is if we could figure out what the hell we're doing with that elemental, might be the way to get this up and running.
All right. So your inspection of the elemental ring.
That was a 19
Yeah, with a Magicel.
with a match sign.
Yeah. This is the basic crude form of a pre-Magicel. The ring itself appears to be imbued in order to contain and maintain a large magical force. But it's broken.
Like a big focus?
More like a Magicel itself,
Oh, okay.
but it's broken. There appears to be a crack in it.
What's it actually made of?
Basically, a mixture of powdered gemstones with true silver.
I have gemstones with true silver.
So what are you thinking? What, you want to try and repair it or something?
I have true silver. Pounds of it.
Yeah, then.
All right, make another Magicel roll to see if you can. And this one you can actually add your Tinker roll from Zeke with
I have
it.
my Tinker from Zeke and my Magicel.
Well, you can add whichever one's higher.
I was going to offer to help, because I know a little bit about Magicel.
This would be not quite your expertise. You weren't really studying how to make the Magicel charges so much.
Ooh, okay. 21.
Perfect. It looks like it would take you about 4 to 6 hours in order to fix it. And it's going to cost you... Roll a D100 for me.
Specifically boxed up on my D100s.
What is that?
100!
More than that, 100.
This is why I don't roll D100s.
So it looks like it's going to cost you about 1,000 gold worth of supplies.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not at all.
Or 100 platinum. Okay, and that could be a mixture of true silver and gem dust,
True silver.
equaling up to 1,000 gold.
To 1,000 gold. Well, I'll tell the group.
Well, that would only work though if we get the elemental.
Yeah,
do anything.
I'll say to the group, if we can get the elemental back where he belongs, and if we've got 100,
Does he have a magical effect?
if we've got 100 plat to spare, I
Not
could
100% sure.
maybe possibly get this up and running.
Alright, I can handle the 100 plat.
Worth of true silver or gem dust.
And I'll need true silver.
I have...
100 platinum worth of true silver or gem dust.
Or and.
And or. It has to come up to 1,000 gold, or 100 platinum, and the material has to be true silver and gem dust.
Okay.
So you need 1,000 gold worth of true silver and or gem dust.
I think I have all my gems. So how much true silver do you have?
18 pounds of it.
So that would be 10 pounds of true silver.
So 10 pounds of true silver. What's that
How
come
much
up
would
in
that equal
value?
in gold?
That would be your value.
Oh, so I have to make.
No, that would be all of the value you need.
Oh,
If he gives you 10 pounds of true silver, that's what you need to fix it.
That's
Okay,
1,000
that's
gold.
all I
Alright.
need.
You
Yeah.
can fix it with that,
with just that?
working with Zeke.
Okay.
I give him said 10 pounds of true silver.
Okay? And it'll take you 6 hours uninterrupted.
It's gonna take me a while, and none of you can bug me.
We'll leave you be. Raja, Lucian.
Make a
Lucid, sorry.
Magicel roll to see how well you do it. Okay, who's keeping watch while he's doing this?
I will. Okay.
Alright, we gotta figure out how to get the elemental
Can I use my
back
extra
in
sense with
the
watch?
ship.
Oh, yeah. Is there any way you could tame it?
Perception.
17.
Right?
Yeah.
Can't tame something that won't
17?
even
17.
acknowledge anything.
Okay. So, okay, good. You're gonna be successful as long as you're not interrupted.
Okay.
I mean, I can command undead, but
He's not undead.
yeah, I can't command elemental. That was my other character.
So at this point, we're in mid-morning. Who's gonna do the encounter roll for today?
Not me. Not me.
Tom did the last one, so who's up next? Are we gonna go around rotation? Or do you want to let Fee do it? Because I don't think Fee's done an encounter roll yet, has she?
I did one.
Yeah, alright, we'll
What did
let
you
you do
roll on
it.
it?
Yeah, it's your
It
turn.
wasn't a high roll.
Oh, right. That's the...
Yeah, because she did one
48.
last week.
48?
Not bad.
Not bad.
All right. So about mid-morning, clouds start rolling in, and it starts downpouring. Thunder, lightning, a storm. Roll a intelligence check for me.
Using one of my. One left. What the hell?
Now you got
So roll it in the thing.
That's why.
Oh, I thought.
I keep forgetting that at home. I need to print it here and just leave it here.
That was intelligence?
Yeah.
16.
Okay. Roll a d4.
1.
Due to the storm, it's going to take you an extra hour
That's fine. I'll let everyone know.
because everything's delayed.
I'll let everyone know.
So
But
he spends the next 7 hours working on this.
Okay, so
Make a Constitution roll. This is difficult work for him. So
wonderful. 11.
11. Take 1 point of exhaustion.
Alright.
Okay. So now during this 7 hours, you guys were discussing with the elemental.
mm-hmm.
So what are you coming up with?
Now do we know exactly where in the ship he belongs?
I'm not familiar with this design. I have no idea.
Yeah, me either.
Can I make an investigation to try to find the location on which this fire elemental seems to appear to fit?
Sure. Make an intelligence roll or arcana.
Okay, that'll be intelligence for me.
And you can assist him to give him advantage.
That
Or
works.
to roll with him.
I'll let him have advantage.
21.
21?
Yep.
Good enough.
Well, considering the fact the last time you saw it, the elemental ring around the outside, that's been referred to as an elemental ring, was on fire. So the elemental somehow goes in the ring. But this is not a magic type that you've been familiar with.
Maybe he needs to be enchanted?
Mm-hmm.
You're busy.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Does it keep folk free
So he
from
seems to
that?
belong in the ring, but I don't see a physical way to transport him there, and it seems like his attention is on this. I have a feeling that whatever creatures from the ship kind of cast some type of brainwashing effect on him. So that's why you can only see the lodestone. Honestly, I don't think the lodestone's what it needs to be focused on, but it seems pretty drawn to it. Is there, I mean, it might be...
It's not focusing on a lodestone, just a random rock.
Oh,
Yeah.
If metagame, you could just get him to focus on the ring.
I
He
mean,
might just go into it.
Or the lodestone.
Move the rock over to the
He
ring.
belongs in the ring, so.
I mean, that might be the
Well,
best thing is to bring the rock over.
How big? Yeah. How big is that rock?
Oh, about 2-inch diameter.
Not like a boulder, it's just like a rock.
It's a rock.
Alright, so no, do we think if he jumped into the
Rocks count as
lodestone
gemstones, because then I can build it into the ring.
that would fill up the ring?
I don't think rocks.
I
Possibly.
don't know, do you?
I mean, take the stone, drag him over
Alright,
the
would you get him to
lodestone.
jump into it?
We'll pick up the rock. See if he moves with the rock.
We'll let you do that and I'll heal you if something goes wrong.
All right, we'll pick up the rock.
All right, we're going to take a break for a few moments, and when we come back, we're going to have everyone roll for initiative.
Right after I got my exhaustion point.
While,
Do I have it yet, or?
okay, this is while you were doing this. You haven't gotten your exhaustion point yet.
Okay, good, because that would.
Okay, as I said, this is if you are not interrupted.
Thanks, guys.
All right,
So we're
so
gonna try and leave you there.
we'll be back in a little bit.
Rolling my gun blueprints.
Oh no, that wasn't me. That was a fucking one.
Like, subscribe, all that crap.
Share.
Have fun. Yeah, share, definitely. And watch. That'd be cool too. Comment. I actually read comments, believe it or
too.
not. Yeah, we all do. I even respond to some of them. But we'll be back.